Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers Let's Build Again. No, Build Along. That's what I remember calling this series. God, it's been a while since we started doing it. Now, the last episode we did, there was a few challenges, I guess, for me personally. I hope you liked it anyway. It was over 4.5 hours worth of recording, and then trying to cut that down into something that resembled sanity, it was hard work. Now, I hope that what we did was okay. Let me know in the comments if you thought it was good or not. And also let me know if the format worked, because as you can imagine, I can't show you the entire building process, because if I did, then the episode would be 4 hours long. And I can't show you, I just can't show you everything. I think that's one of the things I really struggled with there. And it's not that this needs to be a let's play where we do everything together, I guess, but at the same time, I just felt like maybe you need to see more, maybe not. Let me know how it went. If you think it was okay, the combination of building things and then, you know, a few time lapses in between so you don't really miss anything. All you're missing is me rambling quietly to myself. But let me know how that goes. Now, in today's episode, we're not actually going to be on this platform. Where we are going to be, though, is probably somewhere around here, because what we need is to build a mine. So we need to build an automatic mine to mine out some minerals somewhere around here. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I guess it was only a matter of time before that drone exploded. But back to this. We need to build out an automatic mine to make sure that we can get our new resources and also defend itself. Our previous mine design we had, which I think I have. Let me check. This one. Oh, what's that? Are not available in this world. Well, that is a shame. Let's try. So, of course, it's off axes. As you can see, it's fine. Oh, of course, I don't have the pistons. I'm gonna have to fix that. But you can kind of see the rough intent of it. It's just a box with a mine going on. So I need to get the extended pistons on this save, and then we need to build one of these. But one thing you'll notice is there is no turrets on this, and that was the problem. Basically, what happened was with all the attacks going on in the Let's Play, and if you haven't seen it, there's just I was getting attacked every sort of 5 minutes in game time, and that basically resulted in there being hundreds of ships coming at me over like 20 hours of gameplay, and as a result of that, our mine got completely destroyed. There was nothing we could do. So whatever we build today needs to be big enough and strong enough to defend itself, as well as serve the purpose of getting ore from the ground. Now, at some point we're going to need one of these for ice as well, but I think we'll treat that separately, because I think we'll treat that more like a mini base, where these are going to be more like outposts. But either way, let's crack on and see if we can get something spec'd out quickly, and then we'll try and work out how we're going to make it look stylistically and go from there. Alright, see you in a minute. Okay, so I've built this platform, and I think what we're going to have here is we're going to have the large cargo container here, but instead I'm just going to put a regular conveyor in here, and that allows me to take things down. And I think on this, if I can get to another one here, I want some blast doors. Just think it's going to look good, so we'll grab these blocks. And it's a little bit like we did on the drone platform. We can do this. Hopefully that will look okay. And on this one, we can get a conveyor in here, and then we'll put a... We want a conveyor and a connector, or do you just want a connector? So, that's a good question, because if I put a connector in there, which is this whole the style I've gone for here, means I should have that, and then put one of these in. And I'll tell you what, let's not do this in the middle of the night. Let's change this to daytime again. Oh, perfect. So if I've got that conveyor there, we've got a way to connect it up to here. I've got somewhere for it to land, somewhere for it to shoot, and this whole thing can be made into something bigger and better. Now, where do I have a cargo container? I have one here. A small 1x1 and a big one. So that's more than enough storage for everything. Now, what I can do, because I have these in alignment, I do. The question is, we're going to want to have ore coming out. So what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to put everything under here, I think, instead. So here I want a conveyor sorter. So this is my take ore out of here, one. And I'm going to extend this down. What do I do? Like that. So this one I'll be able to take ore out. And if I want to or need to later, I can add another sorter in here, bring things back in. So I think that gives me the flexibility I need for later. I can obviously drop that there. I'm actually surprised that's going to be okay. Could also drop it right in the corner. Gonna look a bit weird. This platform's not really big enough to have it here unless I build up. Okay, so I've put some gun turrets in just to get a feel. I think 6 is a good number. Like, it's obviously overkill, but at the same time, it's enough to take down most things quick enough. Now, the big problem we have here is how do I get my drone in here? I actually think I can get my drone to fly through this gap. So one thing I do with the drones is put them on accurate, and I think we can have the drones fly straight in here, drop, and then fly out again this side. I don't think that's going to be a problem, so I might leave that. Okay, so I think that gives us the base structure. What I'll do now is I'm just going to quickly throw together basically this contraption, which will give us our mining rig, and then we work out where everything else goes. Okay, so we are back in now, and as you can see, I've reduced the size of this. So I've used one 1x5 piston up and across rather than 2. I've used 3 down rather than 6, and I've used regular pistons here. So that gives me a bit of movement in terms of out and up and down, just in case I don't quite place this where I need it. And then this will sweep a relatively large area. Now I'm going to put this in the middle, and I need to find a way of attaching the stairs on here, and I do know a way of doing this. Do I look for... So I can either use a light, but I think I have neon tubes, I think. That's this block. Let's go with that for now, because I'm pretty sure this will give me what I want, because I can basically attach the stairs to it like that. Now that gives me a set of stairs that is set upside down compared to the one above it. That's fine. We like stairs upside down. That one. That's better. I can't get anything in there, but we can always repeat the same trick. So this gets me up. I mean, I could come down here right next to this, and we've got some... I think we've got some smaller stairs I can use for this. Let's have a quick look at the stairs again. These ones are quite narrow, but it's going into a 2 wide block, so I'm not sure that's going to help. Half stairs mode. So I'm just going to grab these and throw them down here in case I do decide that's the right thing to do. But I think this one might work better. Let's just have a look at this one first. I mean, so I'd go something like that. Now the advantage of this one is if I come down here and if I replace this, not this block, I'd have a block here and here, then in the same block space but underneath I can do this as well. This is 9. See, that one goes there, but I don't want that one. If I do 8, I think I can do that. There you go. So this now gives me a one wide way up and down. And obviously this is going to be a drone, so we don't want to be right on top of that. Is it just called a railing? It is. Let's grab this. So what I would say here is we just basically fence off the damn drone. So if we continue this, no, not that line. This line, like this, then we're kind of okay. I'm going to come back to that because I think there's a corner piece. I can make this no, I can make this industrial, but not unsafe. Where did that go? There it is. So I think this kind of works quite well. This is keeping things in the right location. Now the question is, what do I do here? Because I do need some safety. Can I do this? I can do that one. Don't think I can. Oh, I can do that one. Can I do that one? I can. I don't know if I can put a half one there, but I'll try. Now, there's obviously already something there. That's a shame because I can't have a block there. Can I have a? I can have a block here. I can't. Can I? Oh, is there a corner one I can put on here? Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh. I'm too trigger happy with my clicks. Clearly, too trigger happy. Let's do that again and see if we get this built back up. I wonder if I've got corner ones I can put on there. Here we go, 7. What options do we have? That double one would be great. Actually, yeah. So if I do this, okay, this might be dodgy, but I could do that. Look at that. And there was a half one, right? This one? Okay, wrong half. Yep. You get the idea. Another half? Yes, there is. Do that. How safe is that? I come up. Got my stairs. Got my railings down here. Drop a little light in here because it gets dark. Where's my lights? I think just a corner one, to be honest. Oh. I quite like that. Okay, so that gets me down here. Do I want a floor? Do want a floor, because then this makes it self-contained. So I'm going to throw a floor in here, and then turn this into a room, and then we can come back in a second. So I think that little detail helped. What am I going to do? It's still just a box with some lines on it. I don't think that gives it much protection. Now I can't have anything there. I want it quite open. I mean, do I add some flare to the top? Like these 45 degrees? Just to give it a bit more... I don't know, let's try it. Not cost me anything other than time. So let's give it a go. Yep, yep. Nope. Yep, 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 yep. Okay. Gives it a little bit of flair. Can I do anything about those corners, do you think? Maybe with this block? And this one. Pretty sure I don't have anything for that. Okay. Do I want to do anything about that? I think I'm going to add one more set of stairs in here. Boom. I should better get one of these now. Here. That's now nicely embedded in the ground. Okay. I quite like that. I mean, I'll be honest. It's not pretty. The mine. So I've got the braces on it, which maybe don't help, but I don't think I want to make that any bigger. I mean, it's got more than enough guns. It might be later we need to add more, how do we say it, like blocks around here for decoys. But functionally, this should be good enough. If I come down here, if I choose later to, I don't know, bring ammo in the drone and make sure I always have some ammo in the drone. And I don't know how I'm going to do that. But what I could do is run another conveyor line. And it would probably be out of here and back into here because it doesn't need to be as complicated. It just needs another sorter pointing in another direction. Or even it can be this end. But whatever I do, I've got the option there to do it. And I think I can do it by using Izzy's inventory manager and setting it up on the base to make sure the drones are allowed to put things in. But then I've got sorters there specifically pulling bits out. Maybe that's not going to be it. Now, from a paint design point of view, I think last time we painted the ship. So let's... Okay. Let's end this here. That looks not too bad. It's also getting towards nighttime, and I don't want nighttime, I want daytime. Be in here somewhere. There. Alright. Let's end it there, and then we'll come back in a second and we'll think about painting. Okay. So, how do we paint this? It's a mine. So I don't think it's going to be looking pretty. Definitely going to be having mossy and rusted. Rusted. Probably that's normal space near grey, isn't it? This one. Let's try this on rusty. Okay, well, that is us done. We fixed the issues with the piston. We added the stone duster in. We've done some styling. It looks a lot better than the previous one. I realize it's still a basic look. I haven't done a lot of styling, but I don't know what more I can do with this from a styling perspective, because in my head, it's a mine. So if you think about mining buildings, they're very, very practical in terms of they need to do the job they're designed for. They need to mine. So I've tried to keep it like that. I think adding the slopes on adds a bit more detail to it. And they look like they're supporting the structure, like maybe the structure's rocking sideways because of the drilling action and it's just holding it there. I think we definitely went over the top with guns, but again, not getting destroyed this time. It's going to be fine. So I think we're done. A bit of decorating. I'm not 100% sure about this moss, because it does look like it just stops randomly, and I can't blend blocks, I don't think, so I don't know how to do that, but I think the rust look gives it a bit more feel, certainly more than the previous version, which, you know, essentially is just very clean. So I think that's not too bad. The only other thing I've just realized is I haven't got wind turbines, so I better add those in. So we could place one here. Like, we could get rid of that, and that, and stick a turbine there. And that will spin. But will that produce enough power? This comes down to how much power consumption versus production we've got. And it's going to be different wherever I place the mine as well. But we can check it. The best place to look is the batteries. Current output 16.16. Fully depleted in 8 days. Doesn't sound good. That should be charging this. I think the problem is in creative, we've got these batteries and they are just doing what they want. So max store power 3 megawatts. It's not depleting. Current output is 16.16. So let's say if we've got two batteries, that's 32 kilowatts, 33-ish that it's using. But this is generating 280, so one should be enough. So I think we'll have just the one. We will put this gun turret back on the top here, because again, we're not losing anything by having it. So let's do that. Okay, right. So I think actually, I think we're done. I think those were the last two touches. We did the pistons and fixed those. We sorted out the power. The only thing we've got left to do now is our outro. So let's get a nice little cinematic picture. I think something to, something for you to watch nicely. It's a shame that I can't line that up better. But anyway, that's us done. We have built the base. We've done some good styling on it. I'm not 100% convinced on the moss. Let me know in the comments what you think. And let me know if you like the build along series. Particularly interested in the last episode. It was really manic to make. I had 4 hours worth of footage. I'm trying to shoot this a bit more structured so the editing is easier. But I'm really keen to know, because this one will probably come out completely different to that one, because there's different amounts of footage, doing a different type of build. But I'd like to know what you prefer. There was a lot of music, there's a lot of time lapse in the other one. I think this one will be able to cut down into something that makes sense without having time lapses. Whatever it turns out to be, we'll find out. I don't know yet because I haven't done it. But let me know which one you prefer. If you really like it, then like it. If you really dislike it, dislike it. If you're somewhere in the middle, randomly select one would be my guess, like or dislike. And leave a comment. Like, what I'm looking for at the moment is feedback. What do you like? What don't you like about this? We'll make some changes and we'll set up. Hopefully you would have noticed this as well from sort of episode 13, 14 onwards. Things start changing in quality. Some of them are a bit funnier due to issues with sound, but things should hopefully be picking up, I hope. Hopefully audio quality's picked up as well. I've made some changes this episode. For the keen listeners in you would have heard there were moments in the gameplay where the audio drops out completely, where I'm just breathing in, or I'm just ticking away as I speak, which is a bit weird, but it happens. So I've tried to fix that by splitting the audio out, and anyway, should be better, crisper and cleaner. The only other thing to say we've done today is to leave it there. So I will see you in the next one, which will be building a scout ship, and hopefully if we can get that done and we get enough mines built in the Let's Play that's going to come after this episode on Saturday, then hopefully we're going to get ice. Now what that means for us is we're going to scout and find a location for ice, and probably do some mods and sods. Once we find the ice, this isn't any good to us. So we have to make a choice. Do I transport ice as cargo back to my base, or do I store hydrogen? So I haven't decided. I'm 99% sure that I'm going to create a different type of mine for ice. It's going to mine it using a setup similar to this, but I want to process it, I think. So then I'm going to have O2 and H2 generators there, processing it into hydrogen, storing at least a tank's worth of hydrogen. And when that's full, or even all the time, I'll just use a drone to ferry that hydrogen that's processed back. There is no good reason to that. You probably should just store the ice. I just want to do it that way. Now, the advantage I have with that is I've got 3 tanks of hydrogen in my base, which is great for refueling. But if I'm going to send something to space, I think it'd be a good idea to have some separate. So we'll see what happens. We'll try and keep that separate. And that might be a nice one to watch in a couple of weeks' time. So with that all done and everything said, have fun, fly safe. See you in the next episode.